Hi, this is Sarah, and I served as a missionary over in Lebanon, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about community living and missions work. So, when I went over to Lebanon, I was not going alone, I went with a team, and this was the best thing. Sometimes, though, it was a pain in the neck because on a team, you have a lot of different people. You're going to have a lot of different personalities. You all have different likes, different dislikes, and then you're all sharing the same room or two rooms. So as you can imagine, there are days when you get home from ministry, you're hot, you're tired, you're grouchy, and you're just not getting along with your teammates. This model, though, of community mission work is very good. It helps keep you accountable and it helps you grow. I think a lot of times it would be easier just to go in as a standalone missionary, and some people are called to do that. But I think often we are called to go as communities. After all, I mean, Christian life is about community. And going as a community, you are a witness to the community that Jesus has for believers. So if you find yourself in community living, some things you should know. There's always going to be someone cleaner than you and someone messier than you. Just be patient with both. And when they don't get along with each other, just be patient with both. There's going to be someone who eats the strangest foods. That's okay. Just let them do their thing. You might have people who don't care as much about personal hygiene as you. If it's not at risk to their health, I guess that's on them. But in all things, grace and love. Remember, though, that as a community, you are an example to those around you. They are watching you. They are watching how you interact with each other. And if you're not acting loving towards one another, why should they believe in what you are bringing to them if you can't even get along with your own team? Oftentimes, the reasons people will leave the mission field is because they can't get along with their team. And this is very sad because your team is also your strongest asset, because there are days where you are going to feel empty and your team is really who you need to help give you that burst of energy, help give you that encouragement. If you are going into missions and you cannot have a team with you, make sure you have a network of support, of people you can talk to. Battle buddies, I guess, if you want to use that term. Although I prefer not to think of it as a battle per se, but battle for the Lord, though. Make sure you have that team, that support. I mean, even Jesus, he had the 12 disciples. He knows that there's something to this community thing. Sharing joy and sharing sorrow with one another, it's so much richer. But there are going to be days where it's just going to be rough. Pray to God for love for your teammates and be honest and real with each other. That was really what we had to come down to. We had to be honest with each other, we had to be real, and we had to forgive each other. Forgiveness and love, I think, are two of the biggest things necessary for the Christian life. You need forgiveness and you need love, and you also need to give forgiveness and love. Sometimes you need to lay down your rights, your right to have things go your way, your right to maybe defend yourself in an argument. If it would not serve God's purposes, then maybe you need to just stay silent. There's a lot of hard things about community living, but there's a lot of beautiful things too. We got to share each other's joys. We got to celebrate birthdays with one another. And we got to be there as people lost family members back home. We needed that community. God knows we need it. He teaches us about community in the Bible, and we especially need it on the front lines of the mission field. We need community in the house. We need community in the church. We need support. We need support. That's a huge thing. So if you're thinking of going to mission work and you're like, I just don't want to deal with other people, think twice. Pray to God about it. Because if you're not even able to love a fellow missionary, maybe you don't have the right heart to love others. That's between you and God. All I can say is from my experience is that I needed that community. Even though it turns out that I'm a hardcore introvert, I didn't realize that till I was stuck with a bunch of other people, and that's kind of a sad time to learn that. But that's what it was. And it brought a whole new dynamic to things. But I learned so much more. And I experienced so much more love and joy. And I have people who I can share that mission experience with now. We can continue to encourage each other. Those bonds that we formed will not be easily broken, even as we go our separate ways in life. So, build community wherever you are. If you're going in the mission field, build community. If you're at home, build community. Relationships are what it's all about. We need them. We need God in the center of them. So, praying for all of you missionaries out there on the front lines, and I'm definitely praying for all of you introverts who get stuck with people who are sometimes a little too loud. You can do it, and God's with you. God bless.